prepared for hard days. Be vegan, keep peace, pray and meditate. Part 9 of 12 on Between Master and Disciples, given in English on October 29th, 2024.
Please do meditate, okay? It's not an obligation. I don't want to control you and order you to meditate. But you should control yourself, order yourself to do good for yourself, for your spirit, for your soul. In the meditation time, you can remember God better and calm your mind down better. I know sometimes we have urgent work like flying news from me and all that. But even then, you must meditate. There is nothing so urgent that you have to damage yourself for it, okay? Because if you're not well, how can you work continuously? Our work is very demanding. I know that. That's why I told you. It sometimes flashes in my mind that we should stop Supreme Master Television. Because sometimes I thought, oh, nobody listens anyway. Not a lot of people listen. What for? I waste my time, my health, my wellness, my happiness, and my bliss in order to work hard like this. But it's just the mind talking. I will continue to work. But when I think of you working so hard, sometimes you don't even shower for a long time because we just couldn't afford it, including myself. Even weeks on end, just a quick wiping maybe, but not a proper shower with shampoo hair and everything like that. But at least I'm alone. Nobody criticize me. Nobody would think that I smell bad or anything. I don't smell bad. Maybe because I just don't smell bad. So like this, even less clothes to wash and less shampoo to waste. But we can afford to forego all that, even physical comfort, physical appetite, and physical look. But we cannot afford to forego meditation time. It's good. You should be happy, lucky, and grateful that you have company with you, that you have time scheduled so that all can go together to meditate. Like this, you cannot be slacking. When you sit together, you meditate better. And it's all in one concentrated kind of huge energy that will help you in your spiritual progress as well. It will help you in your ambition for spiritual goals, for working to save the planet, to save the souls in God's mission. Because if you don't have strength, how can you lift others up? If you can't swim, how can you rescue a drowning person? Hey, you have to be spiritually mighty in order to do this job. The Supreme Master Television job is the most noble job that you can have, but it demands the most powerful spiritual inheritance in order to continue to spend it on this work. I often praise you. And I often thank you, and I often show my respect to you very much because I appreciate your work. It's not easy to live the world outside there with all these so-called pleasures, temptations, girls, boys, and different choices of food. Anytime you want, you go to restaurants and all that. But for that, you also need to work outside. You have to go on time. No matter if you like it or not, you must go to your work for your company or even for your own company, for yourself. Even if it seems like the boss is not working, but he is working. He has to be responsible. He has to check in on the progress of work. You have to follow up with the workers and all kinds of paperwork, tax, income, outcome, and all that stuff. The boss has to really feel burdened and responsible for it. Even though he has employees to work, he must do his job as well. Being the boss or the chief is not that easy. And for my work, I know I work very hard, and sometimes I'm really tired physically, but I'm strong enough to take care. It's just the body sometimes. So you have to know that also. It's just the body sometimes. You must push yourself to meditate together in order to recharge yourself in all aspects, not just spiritually. But spiritually is the most important. You have to take care and nourish that. Otherwise, you'll be lacking behind, because this work demands all your attention. And you have to put in a lot of energies, also some spiritual background merit. So you have to regain it. You have to recharge yourself. Okay, this is a sacrifice we have to make. Working to save the world, to save souls. But we also have merits, heavenly merits, working for Supreme Master Television besides that. People work outside in the world and they are paid with money. Here we work and we just have some pocket money. We have everything we need anyway. At least I'm not paid pocket money anyway. I just eat. And whatever old clothes I can take with me on the run, I have them, I wear them all the time. That's all. My spending is very little. With maybe $5, $6, $7 per day, you can live well already. Even less than that. But because of electricity and many other things, it's more expensive. Actually, I spend whatever I spend every day, from $4 to $6 per day, including everything. Like telephone, electricity, solar panels, and water. I use rainwater. Oh, if I live near the stream, then I use the stream water. At the moment, I use rainwater. It's not that difficult. You just go with a big taxi. There are different taxis. There are some bigger taxis, smaller taxis. Or you can just ask some company to deliver for you. And the company, if they deliver for you, they don't have to know where you live. They just deliver somewhere near and you go pick them up. Those light plastic but food-grade containers, and you just put it outside your tent. And if your outer tent cover, it bends a little, then the water will run through that and go into your water container. And you can have several containers. If one container is full, then you fill the water in the other container with a hose or some bucket. You'll find a way to do it. Rainwater is clean, is good. And then you can use it. I use very little already because I don't have time to bath or shower a lot. And just drink. Even the rainwater is clean, it looks clean, but you need to filter it and boil it, or at least boil it before you drink. To filter is easy. You can use some cotton cloth, put it on top of the open mouth of your kettle or your cup, pour the water into it, and then you can boil it to drink. I use a metal cup like the one that you use in the ashram to eat, or in our meditation retreats. The metal cup, you can boil water with it as well. You can cook simple food. And for rice, you just buy the flask that keeps water hot for a long time. You wash the rice, and you put the rice in it, rinse it with boiled water, rinse it out again, and then pour the boiled water into the flask and close it. After a few hours, you can eat. You check when it's soft, and you can eat the rice from the flask. You don't even need to cook. Because if you have only small solar panels and 1 or 2 batteries for it, then you can't afford to cook with an electric rice cooker. You can use a piece of wood and dig a hole, V-shape, the deepest you can in the ground, and one side of the V shape is smaller, less big than the other side. One side you put wood in, it has to be big enough. And the other side is smaller, so the coals, the burning coals don't come out. If you live in the forest, I told you already how, okay? Dig the V shape. The deep one is about 30 to 40 centimeters. And then both sides are higher up. When you put the wood in this higher side, the wood is slanted down. It burns very fast, and it doesn't need a lot of wood either. And the other side of the V-shaped oven mouth is smaller, so the smoke will come out of there, and very few fire sparks will come out. That's how safe it can be. And you can put even 2 pots on that kind of oven, a natural earth oven. Just put them directly on the edge, which is level with the ground. Put your pot on it, and put another kettle on the other next to it, and it will boil in no time. So you don't need electricity to cook. And you can use the coals to warm yourself in your little tent. You don't put that in the tent. You put it in front of the door of the tent. Every tent has some piece of outer cover which is extended outside your zip door. You put it far away from your door a little bit, but still under that piece of protruding. You can go and awning, yeah? Then the warmth will go into your tent. And maybe sometimes too warm, and you have to remove it. Anyway, if you have a good thick anti-damp mattress with a silver surface, and you have good sleeping bag, you put on top of that, and use another sleeping bag or a big thick blanket to wrap yourself, then you'll be okay. Even at 10 degrees, you're okay.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, is a world-renowned spiritual teacher, humanitarian, and artist. To learn more about her compassionate life and teachings, please visit suprememastertv.com/master.
Those who have forsaken the killing of all, those who are helpmates to all, those who are a sanctuary to all, those men are in the way of heaven. Hitopadesa, Hinduism.